Inside this box, I have brand new bass fishing lures that are going to be game changers. From crankbaits, soft plastics, topwater baits, swim baits, rip baits, and one of the craziest forward-facing sonar lures out there. Today, I'm fishing with brand new Berkley baits, and I'm gonna be putting them to the test to find out just how game-changing they actually are. So, as you guys can tell, there's a box full of baits. I mean, we have so many different types of lures, so many different sizes, colors, just a little bit of everything. And today's goal is to catch a fish on every single lure that we have in this box. But before we actually start fishing, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Berkley, because not only did they send over this box of baits, but they invited me out to Lake Champlain, where I not only got to see these things, but also fish with them, and even got the chance to fish with some professional fishermen such as Justin Lucas, Edwin Evers, Adrian Avina. It was a great time, not only getting to explore the lake, but being around some professional fishermen, getting to learn from them, getting to test out these new lures, and of course, getting to catch some big smallmouth bass. But now, we are back in the lab. As you guys can tell, I am out on the pond, and we are about to catch a fish on every single one of these lures, just to prove how game-changing they're gonna be. I'm excited. Let's go ahead, tie up our first bait. So right here, we have the Screamin' Chapo, and we actually have two sizes, the 95 and the 110. And this is very similar to the regular Chapo, but it screams. It has a metal tail insert that makes this thing have a very unique sound that is just going to drive those aggressive fish crazy. All right, well, here we go. First bait of the day. Obviously, had to start off with the top water. And we're gonna toss around the old Screamin' Chapo and see if we can't draw in a big bite. I'm throwing the 110 version, so I thought this may be a good way to get some aggressive eats this morning. But man, this thing looks so good. And of course, it sounds really good. It's got that little scream to it. Just gives that extra sound profile. And I really like that. You got like two sound profiles. You got the bubbles from the tail, and then you have the scream, just doubles up in the right spot. This thing is going to get a very good bite. So I'm just going to keep casting it around, keep reeling it, letting it do that little scream it's got going, and I'm just waiting for a blow up at this point. We're throwing the big version. It's a little loud right now since it's calm, but that's what I want. I want that loud profile. I want an aggressive fish to come eat this thing. And I know once this lands in the right spot and that fish hears this thing just whining and screaming and plopping, it's game over. All right, I think I'm gonna tie up the smaller one just because this thing is very loud. So we don't have any wind right now, so I think that's our problem. So I think the smaller version is going to draw in more bites this morning. All right, we got the smaller one right here. I definitely have a lot more confidence in this one just because, like I said, there's no wind. It is dead calm out here. So this one is gonna draw in those bites for those fish that aren't going to be as aggressive this morning. All right, wow, you can still cast this one a mile too. That's good. We're covering lots of water right now. Oh, that was a sick eat. Oh my God, you hammered it. That's a good one. Oh my gosh, what a bite. What a bite. God, that's the aggressive fish we want. He heard that screaming and he was like, I'm about to attack that thing. And that's exactly what he did. Oh my gosh. Well, there we have it. The Screamin' Chapo claims a victim. That was such a cool bite. Appreciate you, buddy. There he goes. Well, that was a super cool bite on the Screamin' Chapo. And I swapped over to that little one, like I said, because there's no wind. And that did it. I mean, this bait right here, 4 or 5 casts, that fish saw it and crushed it. That was so cool. Let's go ahead and move on to our next lure. So next up, we have a full spread of the Money Badger, which is a nice looking crankbait, and it looks really, really good. So we have a 7.25, a 6.75, a 5, and a 4. So just a ton of crankbaits in a bunch of different colors and sizes. So I'm gonna pick out my favorite one and that's the one we're gonna throw. So I've narrowed it down to the 6.75 just because I really like this style and color. So I went with the Killer Crawl color. This is super unique. I actually love the color and the design of this one. And this is a hard thumping action crankbait. I mean, it's an upgraded circuit board bill. It makes the shallow Money Badger ideal for shallow structure and heavy situations when durability is very important. And this thing has a patented flash disc technology which improves tracking and stability, which makes this thing super nice to cast, crank, and I'm just super excited to catch a fish on this thing. All right, well, here we have our shallow water Money Badger. This thing looks good. I've always been a big crankbait guy, so I'm excited to get a little reaction bite right here. But also, this thing has a really good wobble to it. I think that the fish are gonna chew this thing up. Yeah, I'm not expecting this to take long at all. I think that the crankbait is one of those baits, especially this time of the year, where the fish are like actively hunting for stuff like this because they're chasing that bait fish. Just look at my rod tip when I'm fishing with this thing. It is just going crazy back and forth. That was a very good wobble to this thing. It's exactly what you want when you're throwing a crankbait. You want that thing to be wobbling down there, drawing those bites. I'm on. I was walking back to go grab something and boom, got smacked. Followed it to the boat. Well, there we have it on the Killer Crawl Money Badger. I went through a little grass patch, and when I came out, this fish right here smoked it. And this is one of those lures that with the fall coming up, it's gonna be lethal. So we got ourselves a fish. Thanks, buddy. And with that, we have knocked off another lure. Well, I really liked the Money Badger. It has a really good action, a good wobble. And the best thing about it is you have it in every single size and color that you could ever need and want. So very solid crankbait, gets bites, and with the fall coming up, it's just gonna be such a good lure. So next up, we have the Ripfish, and there's actually two sizes, the 9 and the 7. And this is forward-facing sonar optimized. It's a unique Minnow profiled lipless / glide bait that delivers a crispy vibration and high-pitched rattles. It says that you can fish this thing like a glide bait, a rip bait, a lipless bait, or a vertical jig. So that is super unique, and I'm excited to toss this thing around. All right, so I decided to go with the Ripfish 7 because I just really like this color. That white looks really, really good. But I really want to test the action because I don't think I've ever fished with anything like this. Wow, this thing is actually really cool looking. You can basically use it like a lipless, and then whenever you stop reeling, it sinks and looks like a dying shad. And then you can do that rip motion, and it just, I mean, it looks crazy. You could fish this thing so many different ways, and it would be successful. Let's see what we can do with the old rip fish. I think this one's gonna crush them. I mean, if the crankbait got bit right away, I think this one might be more successful just because you can do so much with it, and it really does look like a real shad. This thing is crazy looking. Well, it is not taking us long to catch fish on all of our lures, and I think that this one is not going to take long either. I think it looks really, really good, and it's getting that time of year where they should be looking for stuff like this. So we've got a bite on our topwater Chapo, we've got a bite on our crankbait, and now we have the Ripfish. And this thing looks so good. Very, very unique. I've never fished anything like this. I'm trying to fish it like every different way. I'm throwing it like a lipless and then like pausing it. Now I'm vertically jigging it. It's just like there's so much you could do with this thing. Oh, I just got smacked. Oh, there he is. He's back. Crushed it. Feels decent too. Oh my gosh, the Ripfish is so sick. I knew there was some grass over there. And I was, oh, there's one behind it. There's two of them. I knew there was some grass over there, so I ripped it right over the top of it. And we got ourselves a fish. Get up here. Well, the Ripfish, honestly, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. This might be my favorite thing I've used so far, just because it's so unique. This is nothing that I would normally pick up, but after seeing what it looks like in the water, this thing is super, super cool. Nice little fish too. Thank you, buddy. I wish your buddy would have ate it too and we could have doubled up. They're going crazy over here on bait fish. So obviously the Ripfish was a good call. This thing's cool, cool little bait. All right, so next up, we have a super cool bait. We have the Berkley Power Bait Max Scent. That's kind of been my favorite line of these soft plastics just because they work so good. But right here we have the new Flux Gill, and this is a super unique looking bait. It's a little honeycomb style. It's super cool. Water's gonna move through that like crazy and just put off a super nice action. We got two sizes with us today. We have a 3.5 inch and a 5.3 inch, both in the bluegill color, which looks really good. So I'm gonna toss around the 3.5 inch. I think it's the perfect size. And as you guys can tell, this thing moves around like crazy. The tail action, that honeycomb style, has this thing moving around, wiggling, and it is just non-stop. It looks extremely good. Plus, you have that max scent on there, and that stuff is basically just fish attractant. They cannot resist that stuff. And, you know, this thing looks to be a very versatile lure. You could pretty much throw it on anything, but I think I'm gonna try it out on a little jig head. I think this could be a really good lure to throw out there and shake around because it has so much action. And I've yet to try it on this, so this will be my first time trying it out, and I think I'm gonna be very successful because this thing looks so good. Wow, this thing looks unreal. I mean, it has so much action. That tail just sits there and goes back and forth. I mean, it looks so good. There's so many ways you could rig this too. Like, I just feel like whatever you do with this, you could be successful. First cast, I'm on first cast. I'm on first cast. The max scent, baby, it never fails. Come here, buddy. First cast with the Flux Gill on the jig head. That is so cool. That's a pretty good fish too. I think it might be our new biggest of the day. Oh, he engulfed this thing. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh, he actually like choked it. That is so crazy. I think he ate it on the fall. What is going on? Get up here. Where's my Flux Gill? Look at that. He engulfed it. Let me just tell you, if you haven't tried these, you might want to grab a pack. This is crazy. This honestly might be game changing. Like, I feel like there's so many things you could do with this. Well, I think it is safe to say that the Flux Gill right here, this thing is money. First cast, are you kidding me? Anything with this purple package, this max scent, I mean, it says that it catches 45% more fish, and sometimes people may say that's a gimmick. I truthfully believe it. I mean, this stuff right here, I mean, just try it out. I'm telling you guys, there's something about that smell, that max scent that they cannot resist, and also they just put off such good action, and the fish chew them up. Thank you so much, buddy. That was such a fun fight, such a cool bite. He's biting my thumb right now, speaking of bite. See ya. I mean, I'm in my happy place right now. Like, you hand me a box full of baits with a bunch of new stuff. It doesn't even have to be new. I'm just addicted to tackle and lures and all this cool stuff. So getting to see all these baits, these crazy colors, crazy designs, and actually seeing how they were like designed, the thought process of them, and then actually getting to fish with them and catch fish is just such a crazy feeling. And we have been flying through these lures. So believe it or not, we are actually down to our last two lures, and I think that these are going to be the lures that everyone wants to get their hands on. I'm most excited for these. I saved the best for last. We have the chop block and we have the triple minnow rig. We have two baits right here that are very interesting and are going to be very popular, I have a feeling. So I'm excited to toss these things around, and I think it would just be wrong if we didn't start off with the swim bait. So here we have them, the chop block 8-inch. Slow sinking. We have two colors. We have the chrome gizzard and we have raw. This thing can do both a wide glide and a slow glide, a fast, tight chopping action, and this thing is just unreal looking. So here we have our chop block. I went with the gizzard color. I really like this one, and I just want to show you guys this hook system. It is so cool. So you kind of have this very unique frog style hook, and it's actually magnetic to the back, so it just locks right there in place, and it takes some effort to get it out, so you don't have to worry about it, you know, coming out while you're working this thing. It sticks in there very good, and you can kind of poke the point of that hook in there, and it's magnetic right there. And it's also attached to this treble hook up here, and it's tucked into the bait. It's not going anywhere. It's actually pinned in there, so it just has a very unique hook harness, but it's got a perfect place for it to just kind of, you know, do its thing without it getting in the way. So super cool looking bait, and the action is even cooler. So let's go ahead and test that out. So there's just so much you can do with this thing. You can work it fast, you can work it slow, you can make it glide, you can make it just like swim. It's just crazy. I mean, there's no other words to describe it. I mean, truthfully, you have to fish one for yourself to actually appreciate just how cool this lure actually is. And I'm excited to catch something on this thing. I also really like how this is a soft style glide bait. I feel like the soft stuff just gets more bites. I just think that this one looks so good, and I think the fish are just way more interested in these style. They look more natural. I mean, once I get it in an aggressive fish's face, it's gonna eat it. I'm very confident in this glide bait. Usually when I throw big swim baits, I'm not real confident, but with how easy and how good this thing looks, I mean, it's a guaranteed bite. When throwing this bait, I feel like I have to stay on my toes. I never know when something's gonna hit this thing, and if it hits it, I feel like it's gonna be a really aggressive bite. Oh, I'm on. Oh, one just hit it. One just hit it. I was not paying attention. I looked over because I saw something move right there, and one just smacked it. Oh, one just hit it. I'm on. I'm on. I'm on. That was so... No, he came off. No. 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 Oh my gosh. That was actually a decent bite. Everything is still intact. Dang, he just pulled right off. Yeah, that was a pretty solid fish. He came and thumped it. He hit it from the back, so maybe he just didn't have the hook real good. Dang, man, that was so cool though. All right, I'm seeing some movement up here shallow, so maybe there's gonna be one over here that's on the hunt for a big meal. He's gonna see the old chop block swim by him. He's gonna crush it. They're up in the shallows. I can't get that shallow with this thing. Oh, one's on it. Oh, he's not real big. There's like 2 fish looking at it. Oh my gosh, there's 3 of them behind it. Look at this. Oh, oh my gosh, he came up for it. There's like 3 fish all behind it. One came up and smacked it. Well, like I said, the glide bait takes time. We've had follows, we've had bites, but we just got to get that right bite. They're committing on it, but not like very aggressive to where they're just sucking it in. Oh, one. Oh, oh. He's on it. He's on it. He came up and smashed it. They're just not like fully eating it today. I mean, he swam up and literally got side by side and was looking at it. That was so cool. Oh, did one just hit it or was it on a tree? Oh, one's on it. One is on it. Oh my God. That was a bite. He's still on it. He just hit it. Just followed it to the boat. Oh my gosh. They're all over this thing. They just won't fully commit on it. Oh, that one just attacked it. Oh, that was a good fish. Oh my gosh, that was such a good fish. Oh, that was so sick. Oh my gosh, he hammered it. That was so cool. Get up here. No. That counts, right? That's gotta count. Come on. I've been working my butt off. That was such a cool eat. Oh my gosh. He just pulled right off. Dang. That was so sick. That was so sick. I mean, he was barely hooked. He came out from underneath that broken dock and smacked. Oh, that was so cool though. Oh my gosh, what a bite. We've had some really cool eats, some really cool follows. And sadly, I've been unlucky and I have not been able to come up with a fish, but that one I think touched the boat. So we can technically count that, right? Oh, 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 that's a good one. That's a good one. He smacked it. That was so sick. Oh my gosh. Absolutely hammered it. Absolutely hammered it. That was so cool. Get up here. Yes, we got one. Let's go. All that grinding finally paid off. That was such a crazy eat. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, I've never had that much action on a glide bait. This thing had so many follows, so many fish swipe at it, So many good, decent bites. It was just so much fun throwing this thing around. This is probably a swim bait / glide bait I would have the most confidence in. Well, that is not a bad fish on the chop block. Once I figured out what they liked about it, they were chewing it up. Like I said earlier, you could literally fish this thing all types of different ways, and then you just watch how they react to it. And once you find a way that they like, you stick with it. And that's exactly what I did. I started just twitching the rod, just really making it chop back and forth. And I've had some really cool bites doing that. And hey, we finally are on the board with a nice one. Oh, that was so cool. Thank you so much, buddy. What a bite. Woo-hoo-hoo. I had a lot of follows, a lot of fish swipe at this thing, but it really took that aggressive eat to finally hook one. I mean, that fish literally just destroyed this thing. But such a cool lure, little 8-inch soft glide bait, and it just gets smoked. All right, well, next up we have the triple minnow rig, which is just very, very unique. It's a line through design. It's a bait ball presentation. It has an anchored body, clear construction, and a natural action. And I mean, just look at the package of this thing. It looks unreal. I mean, it literally shows you like a little cartoon on how to rig this thing up. So that's exactly what I'm about to do. Okay, so the cool thing about this is it looks like you get extras. You get a little extra spot to put your line through. You get some extra jig heads, some extra plastics, and I'm very interested in how this is gonna go. Well, here it is. It kind of reminds me of an Alabama rig, but it's just more advanced, I feel like. There's so much that goes into this thing to make it look like a little school. You have your dummies up top, you have your jig head here. I'm sure you could adjust your line and how far you want it to dangle, but I feel like that's pretty solid setup for a pond. Yeah, this is a very, very cool idea, and it looks really good. It's pretty easy to rig up, and I truthfully think that the fish are going to chew this thing up. Got the fish. Oh, are we on? Could have sworn I just had a bite. Maybe you had a dummy? I don't know. Well, I've thrown this thing pretty much everywhere, and although it looks good, just couldn't get anything to eat it. I don't know why. I think I had a few bites. They may have hit the dummy ones, but ever since that sun came out, the bite's just been over. I think the feeding time is done. Well, what a day. It was a grind, I'll tell you that. We actually got out there and got on them pretty good this morning. We ended up crushing some fish, knocking off baits left and right. And then once we got to the swim bait, things took a turn. We got a lot of bites, couldn't really get a lot of commitment, and I just missed too many fish. And I think I honestly fished with the swim bait for the remainder of the time of our early morning bite. And then it got later on in the day and I couldn't get anything done with our minnow rig, but it was still a cool bait. But we succeeded. I feel like today was a win. We caught fish on all these new baits, got to test them out, and honestly I really enjoyed the Ripfish, I enjoyed the Flux Gill, and of course the chop block. That thing is so cool. I cannot wait to get my hands on some different sizes because I'm going to be throwing that thing around a lot. It is a super cool bait. But like I said, I want to give a huge shout out to Berkley. If you guys are interested in these lures, they should be dropping soon. I'm not sure the exact dates, but now you have something to look forward to and to buy and catch some fish on in the fall or the winter or the spring or whenever they come out. But these baits are super, super cool, and I recommend them. I mean, I had a lot of fun fishing with them today. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and comment. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.